Hello friends, welcome to my channel Sushant. Today we are at the next topic, that is Rook versus Pawns, and we have got a very interesting case. Basically comedy of errors take place, and here it was a game from an adjournment era when the games used to get adjourned and then rescheduled next day or maybe after a gap of one day. So this was the position. Arulaid white and Gurgenidze is black. And here white didn't resume the game, he resigned, seeing that the pawns f2 and g3 are about to queen. g2 is a massive threat. But it should be noted that the black king is not very well placed. So there is a certain technique which we generally find in study positions. There are some study positions of this kind which I have considered or discussed earlier. So white starts using the mating pattern here. So white should go with the move kd6. Now see, the threat is rook b8 mate. So the king is compelled to move. We can see going to the king side doesn't help. See, ke6, ke8, kf8, kf6. Again he can't go kg8 because rook b8 mates, and means he will have to come back to the queen side. So this position we will have nevertheless. So king c8 forced. And here is the problem. Here see, no more mating net. Rook a1 doesn't help, just there is g2. So rook c1 check forced. Again same point, if kd8 then rook can go to a1 also. So kb7, the king comes out, and now see again rook b1 check. This technique is very important. Again we are trying to see where the black king goes. King a7 and a6 are similar in the game. In the analysis, king a6 was considered, but it will be the same position. kc8 again, then just rook c1 check. So black king tries to fly away, it wants to reach the a2 square first, that is why not ka7. ka7 would have been met by kc7. kc6 once again, see g2 is not possible, still rook a1 mates. The point which is not clear is what will happen when the king reaches a2, what will this rook achieve, right? That is the main thing here. So king a5, rook c5, again threatening mate, ka4, kc4, king a5 is of course met by kc5, ka3, kc3, ka2. Now we realize the point that the pawn placed on the 7th rank will cause problem to this king which has come on the a2 square. See, white has the only move, see, rook f1, which lets him hold the game, but now the idea suddenly changes. Now there is no more mating nets, because see what is happening, f2 and g3 can handle themselves against the rook. Black wants to march his h pawn, so that will not get handled by this rook alone. So something else has to be done. White will require some more piece. Now first problem is that see g2 is blunder, because rook f2 check and g2 is lost, then h7 remains alone. So that will be taken by the rook as well. So black now goes h5. And these two things white had to see beforehand, which was I think what he couldn't find in the analysis. Actually, generally what happens, there is someone to support during an adjournment game. So it's usually workable with 2 or 3 players together. But unfortunately white couldn't manage that. And see here, there is the only move, kd3. The king rushes on time to the king side. See, h4. And here in fact there are 2 ways. White can go with the move, rook takes f2, looks risky at first, g takes f2, ke2, and we see that after h3 just king takes f2, after kb2 also, kf2, kc2, king f3 or g2 both, and kh3, and king is going to take the h4 pawn. White could have done in a slightly safer way, let's say, by playing the move ke3, when after h3 there is just rook f2 check, yet there is nothing doing, it's a check. So there is the threat of rook f3 also, and the king is coming closer. So g takes f2 is forced, king takes f2, and same story, kg3 followed by taking on h3. So this way white could have drawn the game. Of course it was not very easy to spot this, the idea is very tricky, especially see, getting the king to this side is still possible, and putting the king on a2 and identifying this weakness on f2 from there is somewhat difficult, which is what white must have missed. And so it was pre-computer era, of course. So things were definitely more complicated, not that it's very easy now also. I hope you will like the lesson. Do let me know in the comments below. Thanks for your time.